News Prime Time. South Africa's Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa will be in Tanzania on Wednesday to help ease political tensions in Burundi. Burundi has been thrown into a political crisis following the announcement by incumbent President Pierre Nkurunziza that he would be vying for a third term. Over the weekend, South Africa's President Zuma joined a growing chorus of leaders to have asked President Nkurunziza to reconsider his decision to contest for a third term.
South Africa is a guarantor of the Arusha Peace Agreement, which saw an end to years of civil war in the East African nation. Deputy President Ramaphosa will join East African leaders in seeking to break a political deadlock in Burundi.
He is no negotiator, so he would have such credibility. We saw the role he played recently in Lesotho, so he would be a good person.
19 people have so far been killed in protests against Nkurunziza's third-term bid, which opponents and sections of the international community say violates the constitution as well as the Arusha Peace Agreement. The United Nations indicates that 50,000 people, mostly women and children, have fled the country's pre-election violence.
There are always problems on the way. When you leave your house, it is always the thing that you need most that you can't take.
As a refugee, the UNHCR should take us somewhere else, because here it's close to the border with Burundi. Our enemies we run away from can find us here and harm us.
Rwanda, which has a similar ethnic mix as Burundi, has raised concern that rebels may infiltrate the refugee camps.
For them, this is increasingly uncomfortable because not only do they have to take care of those refugees, but themselves and their countries are facing situations like in the DRC, where the eastern part of the country is very sensitive to influx of additional people. There's armed activity by various rebel groups. The last thing you want is a situation where people have difficulties keeping the integrity of their borders and control who's coming in and who's coming out.
Really what we're seeing now is the beginning of a regional crisis.
The United States on Friday threatened sanctions for anyone who uses violence against those protesting against Nkurunziza's third-term bid. Meanwhile, Belgium has withdrawn aid to Burundi, becoming the first country to do so. Sarah Kimani, SABC News, Kenya.